Benji, we've been asking all the guys, what do you do with an off weekend where you get away for a second?
Off weekend? Well, personally, I only live like an hour away, so I went home for like 5 hours, just to get kind of like a mental break, clear my head. But we had a little like optional thing Saturday where we came in, we cooked out with some of the guys, we cooked steak and eggs. Some people got some extra work in, like stretching and stuff. You just take it easy, rest up your body, and try to get healthy.
Is that needed? I mean, do you need that break sort of midway through the season?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Especially midway through the season. Everybody's banged up in some way, shape, or form, whether it be like an injury or just kind of they're hurt. But to have it in the middle of the season is definitely pretty clutch.
Is there a not ideal time for the bye week to come?
Probably the week one. I don't know. I mean, I've only experienced, this is my first bye week in college football, so I literally wouldn't know how to compare it to something else. But I mean, I don't know, probably that.
We were talking to Steven. He sounded like he was a big UFC guy. Did y'all tune into the fight on Saturday?
Yeah. He got me into it. I'm a huge UFC guy now. I got into it in like the summer in June. I was sitting like at home having almost nothing to do after workouts and stuff. So I got into it and started playing the game, like UFC 4 and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely watched it. We had college football on the TV and the computer had the UFC fight on.
You have a favorite fighter?
John Jones, 100%.
Does this mean you're going to get into UFC fighting itself and
No,
actually do it?
no, I don't think my body after 4 years of college football would let me do that.
Who's the best guy on the video games when it comes to UFC?
Oh, the best guy to play with.
Or who's the best one on the team who plays that game?
Oh, I don't know. I know a few people. I know Johnny Dixon plays it. Xavier Chaplin plays it. I haven't played against any of them, but the way they talk about it, they probably would beat me. I haven't been playing for very long.
You were hurt last year for the Thursday night home game.
Yes.
Will it be kind of special to be able to play in one of those going out there?
It will. With my injury history, it's special getting to play at all. But especially Thursday, I'm ecstatic about it. Like the tradition that Lane Stadium has on a Thursday night, and just to be in the stadium and playing in there, it's a blessing, and I'm ecstatic for it.
What have you noticed from Syracuse's defense that you guys need to make sure you take care of?
Handle movements up front. They like to junk fronts. I wouldn't necessarily say stem, but junk fronts on the snap. So just handle those movements, making sure we're IDing things correctly, and working to our guys.
And as a tight end, you're integral in the blocking scheme of it. You know, they mix up their fronts really well, and they run that 3-3 stack where they get some extra speed on there. What have you noticed that they do well besides what you just mentioned that you guys are going to need to take care of?
Well, like I said, they do a good job of giving you a bunch of different looks. But they play aggressive, they play hard, they play physical. They're pretty stout up front. So we just gotta play with our fundamentals, making sure we're IDing things pre-snap correctly, and then just react to movement and just get our hands inside, drive at our feet, and play the way we know we can play.
Is the way the running game's been going recently, and the way you see the guys on the line block, does that help at all in terms of what you guys can do against that front?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, since week one, we've known what we can do up front. We proved it all camp, all summer. We worked all summer to get bigger and stronger and be able to establish an identity up front. And especially these last few weeks, since week 3, something like that, we've definitely shown that we can establish a run, and then that gives us so many ways that we can attack the run game, whether that be inside, alleys, outside, anything is on the table as far as run game for us now. So it'll give us a good advantage.
How are you as a blocker? Was that something you did a lot in high school, or is that something you had to learn?
No, it's not something I did a lot in high school. And how I am now is, I need to get better. I need to work on my lower body strength. Obviously, the last 2 years haven't been very good on me as far as lower body strength guys. But I mean, I just try to work hard at it. It's something Coach Holt emphasizes, especially in the meeting room and out here. We're always doing some sort of blocking drills. I just need to work on my fundamentals better. And obviously just overall strength.
What's the biggest challenging fundamental that not necessarily trips you up, but is just the thing that he harps on the most?
Definitely leverage and hands inside. As opposed to high school and college, especially being a young player playing in college, you have to be extremely well sound to be able to dent the front or just create movement and get proper leverage in the college level. So just initial pads, anticipation, knowing how defenders are going to react to certain runs. That's the biggest thing that I can do as far as a younger guy. And just Coach Bowen always says all the time, knowledge is power only if you know how to use it. So just applying the knowledge that we learn in the meeting rooms and applying it to certain defenses and what they will do based on what we're running, is an area I could really grow in.
What does having Nick out here on the practice field mean to the whole tight end unit?
It's awesome. It's awesome. He's always around, like going through what he's going through. I know he's in pain, like a lot, walking around. It can't be easy on him, but having him out here is just reassuring. Like seeing him coming off like a rep or something, and you have him and Coach Holt to coach you up. Him giving him seeing one thing, Coach Holt seeing another thing. And you really have two tight end coaches out there, and especially like approaching games. He has tons of experience with like how to approach games, how to approach practice, and I mean he's awesome. He's one of my best friends here, and it's awesome seeing him moving around well now.